Hi there, my name is Scott McDonald, and today I'm going to teach you one of my favorite tricks on trampoline, the pull full. Now, when I first tried this trick, it felt like a confusing, blind nightmare, and if you've tried it and you're watching this video, you probably know what I'm talking about. The thing that throws most people off with these is the assumption that it's going to feel kind of like a back full. See, in a back full, you set into the flip and then do the majority of the twisting over the top in this section of the flip rotation. Unfortunately, in a pull full, it doesn't work that way because you start on your back, which is already a quarter of the way into the flip, and by the time you fully leave the trampoline, you've already bypassed the entire section of the flip where you would normally twist, and all that's left is this last little slice of rotation. You see, a pull full doesn't feel like a back full at all, but it does feel like a full down, which is a trick that comes from free running in which you delay the twist until you've already done a back tuck and kicked out. Conveniently enough, the timing and technique are pretty much identical to a pull full, so if you already know how to do a full down, you might as well just stop watching the video right now, do a pullover, and add a full down. For everyone else, don't worry, a full down is not a prerequisite to learn pull full, but having a comfortable, floaty, controlled pullover is. This is because everything feels identical to a pullover until you've left the trampoline. You're going to bounce at a comfortable height, drop to your back, and kick and initiate just like normal. As you leave the bed, you're going to extend your body and lift your trailing arm overhead as you initiate the twist, which is to say your right arm if you twist left. You'll keep your arm here as you twist, and as you land, you'll probably find that most of your weight is in your trailing foot, which is also your right foot if you twist left. As far as visual reference points go, I like to consciously spot the bed behind me as I take off, watch it as I begin twisting, lose sight of it for a split second after the halfway point, then immediately see it again and keep watching throughout the remainder of the trick and the landing. Now, I understand how complicated that might sound, but the learning process is actually quite a bit simpler than you might expect. For step 1, all you're going to do is a pullover. In step 2, once you're fully extended and beginning to descend, add a late quarter twist. For step 3, you're going to add another quarter to it and make it a half twist. Now, a lot of people get stuck at this step because of two main things. They arch their backs, and they let their trailing arm go behind their back when they're twisting. You don't want either of those things, so please take the time to drill this and focus on keeping your arm in front of your body and keeping your body in more of a straight position than a very arched one. Step 4 is really simple, but also probably the most important thing in this video. You're going to lift your trailing arm overhead, which is your right arm if you twist left and vice versa, and try to get another quarter twist. This is probably going to feel pretty weird at first, and getting between the halfway and 3/4 mark also usually means you're going to lose sight of the trampoline for a split second, so I highly recommend asking a friend to throw a mat for you until you feel comfortable. Now, at this point, you're basically done. All you have to do is finish squaring up that last quarter and land, but there are a few things that'll make that easier. First and foremost is timing. If you twist immediately off the bed, there's a good chance you're going to drift sideways and probably get lost in midair. Instead, I recommend waiting until you've spotted the trampoline behind yourself so you can twist while weightless at the apex of the bounce, or even later. Secondly, there's a good chance your legs are going to go full blender mode when you do your pull full, but this can be solved extremely easily by stepping slightly on top of your own foot when you drop to your back and maintaining this position until you land. The third thing that tends to happen is either an over-exaggerated, abrupt extension into a loose arch and then back to a hollow position, or staying too tucked and not extending enough. While it realistically will feel a bit rough and wobbly at first, a pull full ideally should feel like one smooth, effortless movement. Now, just like in a regular pullover, you'll tend to stall out if you aim your kick straight upward, pike too much on your back and fold in half like a human stapler, or simply don't rotate enough. As one final side note, while I do recommend you learn the way I'm teaching here with your trailing arm overhead, it is still possible to do a pull full with both arms down, both arms up, or even with just the leading arm up. That said, to me, all of these techniques feel unnecessarily difficult and awkward, especially during the last quarter twist in the landing, but they might work better for you. Lastly, if you've tried every single thing in this video, including the different arms, and you still can't get this trick to work, try doing it out of a full twist from your feet to your back. This setup usually makes it easier to roll directly into the twist, but it also tends to make you rush the takeoff, so I recommend using this method only if absolutely necessary and discontinuing it as soon as you get comfortable with the feeling of the trick. On that note, I'm going to wrap things up, but I hope this video gave you everything you need to learn pull full. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. As always, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in coaching or workshops, you can always message me on Instagram at Scott A. McDonald. And until next time, good luck and happy training.